Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Splitintwo Tee. We have some special guests with us today too, but we'll get into that here in a second. I just want to say thank you guys very much for showing up and watching this content that we're coming out here today. We're going to be showing off the Orange Beast. Why that showed 2 seconds here, chat. Always complications when we're doing live and those notifications. All right, yeah. So we're gonna be showing off the thing. As you guys probably just came over from the video, we have Casper and Michael in here in the chat with us here today. And they're just gonna be reading chat. We're just gonna be hanging out. You guys are used to this normal format that we do all these years with developers, bringing them in to have a nice, fun, relaxing podcast. We're gonna be streaming here for a little while. It is late for them, so I don't know if we have them for too long today. But make sure you guys keep your comments nice and short and condensed, so that way they can get through as many of them as they possibly can. And if you have any questions, feel free to jump on in and let us know what's going on here. And I'm going to be trying my best to make sure I can show you guys the stuff that you guys didn't see in the video, because that other copy that I just had was an older version. And obviously you can see there's some new things that were changed. And as, yes, you guys saw there was, well, bats are going over the water. So yeah, let's go ahead and
that gold welcome dev
bring
team.
it in. Today. It's just not being happy with me today. It's like technical difficulties as always when you go live. Those should be turned off. So yeah, anyways, yeah, we have Michael with us here today and Casper as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, we're
hello.
always running through difficulties, right? So
yeah, we are here to answer any of your questions, so just feel free, guys, to spam, maybe not spam in the chat, but as Split mentioned, do some consistent and backed up questions. We will try to answer everything.
yeah, so we have a lot of people in the chat here today. Much love, everybody. Sorry for the I'll be going through the donations and stuff like that later. Appreciate your guys' support. Yeah, everything's going pretty good, guys. Thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for being here. This is a big one. This is a very long, and I know for me, this is, I mean, it's been what, 2 years since I've sat down and actually played GMS. Like that, last time I did, it was a viewer challenge. We did some of the leaderboards back in season 16. All that crazy stuff that happened. There's so many new people that are in making content for the game now. It's been amazing to see the community get back on its feet. I mean, we don't want to go too much into like the past, right? Because we all know it was things happened. It was okay though. It's all right though. It's a new era in the game. We have a whole new team. You guys are all, I'm sure they'll elaborate with that here. There's a lot of people that don't know that this is a whole new team, right? Even though it's still Code Horizon, you guys are all brand new, right? Within the last, what, year?
Yeah, it's like about a year. There is no one left from the old team. We were rebuilding from scratch. The time when we came is about something about when the rebranding in the April this year was. So yeah, we were like preparing the rebranding, and then everyone is new from this time.
Yeah, I know that when I seen a lot of you guys come in, it was like, I mean, to be honest, it was really exciting as a player and as a creator. It was like, oh man, are they coming in, or are we going to get, and now that you guys announced Gold Mining Simulator 2, it sparked up this huge new, like, inspiring a lot of people to come in and buy the game and play the game, stuff like that, from what I've noticed. And I get questions every day during my live streams. You know, are you going to be playing number 2? Are you going to play number 2? Are you going to come back and play number 1? Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been, I was excited. Like when I saw the news, and it was like, oh man, like, you know, being in the game for almost 8 years, the game's been out, what, 7 years now? It's been a really good thing to see you guys working, and how hard you guys have been working on the game with what you guys had to deal with in the past, or, coming up, coming into what was in the past was kind of I could only imagine, right? Like how difficult that was for you guys to come in, as well as to be honest, a lot of angry fans, right? Like people get a little upset, but hey, it's a new day, right? And I mean, we all saw the GMS trailers, GMS2 trailers, and now we have Orange Beast, we have the mini DLC that's out there, all those things. So enough of me chatting. I mean, these guys want to hear from you guys, so we already have a lot of questions in the chat. So, guys, like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead.
I will just get to the questions in a minute. I will just add to that when we came, there was a lot of things to work at. All the bugs, all the angry fans, and the community that deserved better. So we put a lot of effort and a ton of work to produce the DLC and get everything together. There wasn't much documentation and stuff from the last team, so we are kind of like going in the dark. But here it is, the DLC free. The premiere will be soon, and the GMS2 is in the production. There will be a pretty soon some a bit more info about the gold mining too. I'm also here to answer all your questions about the production, so feel free to ask about the GMS2 also. And back to the interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the questions.
This thing is so big, you have to jump to get into it. Like, this excavator is amazing.
You just have to get really, really close to or just jump.
I just give a running yeet.
We are thinking about adding some ladder on steps, but you can just get there with jumping. And let's be honest, most of the people just switch between the vehicles using the shortcuts. So it's not that it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, it's nothing to really worry about. I would agree with that for sure. If I can remember my keybinds here, right?
It's always tricky when you take a bit of a break from the game. You just have to remember everything again about the controls.
Or when you go from multiple games, right? You're like you used to like, because I'm Farm Sim just came out, right? So it's like everyone's pressing tab or this or that or so, it's kind of like a the whole game. Let's get into
I sometimes have to use the pad, and I used to play GMS on the keyboard, and there's like, how do you operate the pad in this game? It's always funny. There was some questions about the dual joystick support. About that, guys, we were thinking about this, but we will mainly test it in the gold mining too. There are plans to have support from the joystick, for the wheel, and all the pads. We may try to tackle that in the Gold Mining Simulator 1, but we can't promise that it will be possible with how the system was designed by the previous team. We do what we can with the code and with the engine we have right now. Some things are just not possible to incorporate, but of course, if it will be highly requested, we'll spend some time to maybe redesign the system.
And now we got these things. I mean, look how fast it. Again, the video, like I was saying, 19%. It's 12% into the back of the Frankenstein. So, I mean, there's a lot of time just to kind of sit around now with this big piece of equipment. You can kind of just relax, no hurry, no worry. That's absolutely crazy.
That was the idea for the Cordelos. That's why there is a container in the back of it. So you can just fill the Cordelos. You can just drive it with the remote and just sit back, look at the parcel, and you are missing some dirt probably right there. Yeah,
it was just taking a little bit of time. Taking a little time. I was wondering that too. I was like, oh, it just hadn't came up the belt yet. Yeah, I like the Cordelos's. Oh wow, yeah, we'll keep that nugget for sure. We like nuggets. Nuggets are nice. This counts. Yeah, we got nuggets, but an orange beast. How does that work? Don't worry about it. Finding nuggets still. I've seen in the chat here, somebody asked a question about a new map. Well, yeah, we're on it right now. This is Waterfall Valley, and you can find it in the upper right-hand portion of the map. A massive $3 million claim, and it's beautiful. It's big. I mean, this thing is massive compared to the other claims.
The Waterfall Valley is actually 3 times bigger than even the Nighthawk, and much deeper. So I'm starting to consider how much it will take for someone to dig all the ground from here. It's definitely worth it to dig in a few places. We also changed the gold distribution system on this parcel. It's pretty custom, so I won't go into the details. I will let you guys figure it out yourself, but prepare for a lot of digging. That's for sure.
And as you guys can see, normally, you know, you put a full rock truck in the back of the system. By the time it gets here, a tier 5 plant would be full after about 5 rock trucks. So you can already tell the percentages is going to take quite a while. And I think this is one thing I know that I've probably heard the most out of the 7 years I've been playing this game is, are we ever going to get a plant that we can run for more than 30 minutes? Well, $6.99 on Steam, and you can have that. So this thing is a monster. I mean, and you have the mats on the side with the workers, as well as you have, was it 16 and 16? So 16 grates, 16 mats. And this thing just chomps through. There's not very many cables to hook up. As you can tell, there's no trommel. There is no ST sluice or anything like that, but you absolutely pay for it. And that'll bring me right to one of the questions above. How much does it cost? About $4.7 million to set this up. So all in all, you're going to need close to about $8 to $9 million to get this claim if you want to buy it outright and get in and set up the Orange Beast, as well as the cordless price and things like that, and bring all your other equipment over. So it is a hefty price. This is an end game object and endeavor, but like Michael was saying, the claim is massive. If you bring this excavator onto Old Arnold, it's too big. Like it's too big. You can't move. It's hard to move around because it's such a massive piece of equipment.
Oh, I would like to add 2 things. Yeah, about the cordless and the huge excavator. We kind of allowed you guys to transport the machines and try them out on the Old Arnold and other parcels, but the Orange Beast wash plant is locked to the Waterfall Valley.
Go.
There are places to set it up here. There are actually 2 places. You can have 2 Orange Beasts on the parcel, but you can only transport the DLC machines on the other. And once you get to the Pine Valley, you basically stay here. You get here, there's a lot of digging, so it will take you a while. So once you reach through the canyon to the parcel, you'll just basically be digging here. You have a nice cabin to finish your gold. I think Speed will show you it in a bit.
I'll go ahead and run on over there here in a second. Let me actually right to my truck. Okay, perfect. All right. So on the map real quick, we pretty much have 2 water towers, which the claim is so big, you know, most of you guys know we can't run these cables for too long. So we have this one that's up here on top of the hill. I'm trying to fly around for a second, but I can't do that. Turned it off. I was like,
no
why
cheating,
can't?
game. No cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. Right. So if I come down here a little bit, you'll see we have all the normal necessities on the claim. We have the sell point. We have the transfer point. So when you're up in your cabin, you can bring in new items as well as. Okay. What happened? Don't crash on me, game. All right. Then we have the old setup, right? So the old setup, we can go all the way up to tier 5, up this path over here. In this direction, there's an area where you can draw water from if you can't afford a water tower, and they're on either side. Now, so we have Orange Beast setup location on this side, and then we have one directly across where that other water tower is. We have another setup point over there. All right, so this, I mean, as you can see how fast these things fill, you might actually hook up 2. I didn't even try it. Can you have 2 Orange Beasts running at the same time on this claim?
Exactly. You can have two. Depends how you will place your Frankensteins and Corduluses, but you can have actually two orange beasts running at the same time.
Oh,
So that's why we got two water towers, and also you can use the fuel trailer, and there is also water in the river. So the river is pretty closer to the tier 5. You can say that tier 5 is the Hogpan area for this parcel even.
yeah, I kind of noticed that. I kind of had a little chuckle. I was like, funny. Tier 5 is Hogpan. Like,
We were even thinking about adding this this mark or the Hogpan Dixite area right to the tier 5 as a joke, because basically it's so overpowered. This parcel is so full of gold and so late game that tier 5 is basically a beginner level.
yeah, so if I was to recommend as a player coming in, like as far as like like a meta strategy later on down the road, if you're coming to this claim, that one over there is nice. But if you're coming for a really fast in, this one's really good because you only need one hose to go from the tower to the orange beast. In the video, that's where I was hooked up on this side. For on the save, I have it over there on this one. So this one over here is very nice. It's very nice, an area to drive into. And yes, this claim gets deep. It takes all of what Nighthawk was and puts it into a whole different realm of you're gonna need to know how to bench cut. This is not just the normal dig, slap the wall and run, and then you're done with the claim. If you want to get down, you got to get down there deep, and it's gonna be a massive task. I'm gonna have some fun playing with it and the size of the claim that this is. There's so many different ways to play the game. You can play with rock trucks, you can play with Frankensteins, you can now play with the Corduluses, and like the hoppers are insane on the Cordulus. Right, you have if this thing is 19% into a rock truck, it's only 6% into Cordulus. That means the hopper on this truck or the Cordulus is huge. It's massive.
I will just take the mic from you, Split, for a moment, because the questions are piling up. I would like to answer some of them.
Absolutely. Go for it. I'm just going to dig and...
Yeah, there's something about... Yeah, the gold mining 2 in pipeline are more DLCs in line for this. So right now we would like to finish the gold mining simulator Orange Beast, this DLC. We would like to make sure everything is polished and working nice. Then we have in store a few updates optimizing the game. You guys definitely deserve that, so we will try to bring up the FPS even more. We will try to make it run smoothly. Then we will probably work on some bugs that were here in the engine for a long time. Like the camera clipping through the ground or something, like I just saw on the stream.
Yeah, the dreaded disappearing there.
Exactly. There are some things that we know and we were postponing, but we will definitely treat. We were postponing some of the fixes because as a new team we didn't know the game very well. It took us a bit of time to figure out how to add new machines, how to change something in the balance in the game. So after we get you some new content, then new DLC, we will try to polish the base game and fix it a bit more. That's the plan. And about the DLC, we'll think about something. Of course, we will be consulting everything with you guys, with the community. If you request something, some feature that is big enough for a DLC, maybe we'll just take a few more things and pack it up into one DLC, the fourth DLC actually. And the Gold Mining Simulator 2 will be still in the production. And yeah, that's our plan for now. And of course the console. The consoles, that's the hard topic. Yeah, we know there is a lot of crashes recently on the consoles, and we are actually working on that. Today we just released an announcement that the mini mining machines will be coming to the consoles, and a first patch of optimization That should reduce the crashes on loading and the out-of-memory crashes that happen. And next, there will be another optimization patch and another optimization patch, and through the next 2 to 3 months, we'll be optimizing the game so we can reduce all the issues that are there. Then we'll just go think about porting some of the content. I'm not sure if we will manage to port the whole DLC free, the whole Orange Beast, because of the parcel, the size of the parcel, actually. We added like half of the new map here, something like this. It's really, really huge map. We had to optimize the PC so it will run smoothly for you. It will be even harder to optimize on the consoles. So we are not sure about the DLC. We might try to tackle the Cordillus and the huge excavator for you. But first, there are the leaderboards. Many people are waiting for the leaderboards to come back to the consoles. So we will definitely focus on that. We'll definitely focus on the gold issue and the gold map bug that is there, and this is our plan for now.
I just fell in my own hole. It's great. Walk into a random hole. Just to kind of wrap up, because we'll do I'll speed through some of these that are just questions you just answered. So pretty much the Orange Beast will only be unique to this claim, guys. So it's too big of a to be on the other claims, and makes it really, honestly, I was kind of like bummed at first when I saw it, but now that I'm seeing that we can hook up 2 Orange Beasts over here end game, it's not just one, right? It's now we can run 2. Like I can just walk away from my Frankensteins and let them run with how big this piece of equipment is. I mean, theoretically, you probably could hook up all 3, right? You could hook up a tier 5 and 2 tier 6s in here. I mean, it's massive. So it's going to change the game a lot. I think you guys nailed the price. I'll say it. You guys nailed the price on this one. Big excavator is a game changer, and the tier 6s are just amazing. It adds nice relaxation to the game.
Yeah, we wanted to design this parcel to give you opportunities and some challenges. We didn't want to set it up like here is one place for the Orange Beast and you can dig here. No. We gave you the tier 5 to start. You can rent the parcel and start with your tier 5. You can even go to the Nighthawk, upgrade the tier 5, dig gold there, and earn the money to buy this parcel and transfer your equipment from the Nighthawk to the Waterfall Valley and dig here for the gold until you can afford the Orange Beast and the full setup. Possibilities are endless, guys. You can just get right into the game and test it out after the premiere.
Yeah, the I like how it's complex when you set it up, right? One of my major things as a fan of the game is I really do like the complexity of the wash plants. Like when you can like change the mats, the grates, hook them up with the water and power. You can just decorate things the best way that you want to do. It's not just, oh, everything's got to be snapped in. I can bring all these generators in and run them. I like that it's very simple compared to the old plants, though. The old tier 5s, you had a lot more cables and water hoses and things like this. This is just one line in, one connector, you're up and running.
But this is actually a connection to the gold mining too. This Orange Beast is one of the wash plants that were custom made, from a retailer. You could buy some similar models online from the wash plant dealers. The thing about Gold Rush, the game, was that it was based on the TV show, and on the whole tier 5 was basically focused on what was in the TV show. Later in the TV series, there were more sophisticated wash plants from the retailers, and this is the direction that the Gold Mining Simulator 2 went after. there was a question if it will be a lot of work to bring this DLC into the gold mining too. Someone likes it really much. The Orange Beast, nice. I will give a small spoiler because the gold mining simulator 2 will have a ton of different wash plans to choose. So there will be a lot of specification to read. You will be able to adjust and choose your own wash plans for every parcel that you dig in. And another thing that I forgot what I wanted to say.
It's okay. It's late for you guys. Remember, it's like what, 12 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock for you guys.
There was something. Oh, this is like a connector. Yeah, this Orange Beast is very similar to the one wash plant we already are developing in the gold mining simulator 2.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the models. I remember when I asked you about 2 months ago now. You said you're like, oh yeah, most of these models are going to be in there. They're just, you know, this is just a cinematic trailer. But even still, for a cinematic trailer, you guys showed a lot in that, like the different types of little wash plants and the bigger stuff. And I mean, there was one in the video where it looked like it was bigger than Orange Beast and it wasn't even hooked up yet.
Oh yeah, there is one, and just wait until the full trailer will come out.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
It was just a teaser. It was like 10 seconds. The full trailer is a minute and a half. I've already saw the finished version. It's waiting for you guys to see pretty soon, and it's gonna be awesome. You know, there is a ton of stuff. So there will be like the reaction video of, you know, half an hour on our time. Probably analyzing all the details.
I got 8 minutes of review on the 15-second clip. I can't imagine what's going to happen on a minute and a half. Some change. Yeah, that's great.
There's a lot. There's even some story incorporated, but I won't tell guys. I won't tell you that much about the story. I will let you experience it fully in the game, in the demo, and in the trailer. You will be able to make some assumptions, and I will let you have some fun guessing.
That's always a fun thing.
Yeah. About the production, I remembered what I wanted to say. Yeah, there was a question, of course, about the multiplayer. Yes, Gold Mining Simulator 2 will have multiplayer. There won't be a multiplayer in Gold Mining Simulator 1. We won't be able to adjust the code so it works in the multiplayer. It's just faster, easier, and I guess better for you guys to prepare for us the sequel that fully supports the multiplayer. That has new graphics, that just runs smoother, and there is a ton of new stuff.
And not to mention, you guys are on Unreal 5 Plus, right?
Yeah, we are on Unreal Engine 5. We thought it would be a nice idea to update from the Unreal Engine 4. There are some difficulties, of course. It's a new engine and not everything is working perfectly, so we have some issues, but we are dealing with that, and we try to make it still looks nice for you. You know, with Unreal Engine 5, it's not hard to make something look beautiful. The hardest part for us is for the game to run smooth on the older hardware, on the older PCs. Because not everyone has the newest RTXs, so we try to adjust and make the game available for everyone.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest thing that I got questions is will I even be able to play it? And it's like, well, I mean, naturally, I think, what is it, a 25% every about 5 years, developers try to increase the performance of their games with the current technology, and that seems to be about a trend in the gaming industry. So it's gonna be a little bit more like he was just like Michael was just saying with the stuff. I mean, Unreal 5 is the power of that engine is great. I mean, this one's on the current GMS is on an older version of Unity, correct?
Yeah, it's Unity 2018, 17, something like this.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the older players remember when it was on 13, and that was not pretty. So it was these guys had a lot of work to do, you know. So like I was telling a lot of you guys over this last year, you know, give them a little bit of a chance, give them some time. We'll see what happens. They came in, they're cleaning up somebody else's stuff. That's always difficult to do, to get your footing in. And I mean, honestly, it's nice to see a lot of people being a little bit more supportive to the team and a little bit more understanding when it comes to these things. So just, you know, it's going to take time. The genre is growing. That's a fantastic thing, I think, for all of us players, is that, and your guys' transparency has been really good too to the fans. I'll say that for sure. This last year, your guys' transparency has been great. Your guys' team has been amazing. You know, there's obviously some wobbles, but all that stuff, you guys, it's out of your hands, just the engine and things like that, right? So
Exactly. Oh, there's a message from Matthew, our in-house member. Hello, Matthew.
oh, we know that guy around here. He's been around for years.
He's just joking about the name of the Cordylus. Yeah, the Cordylus was named Maximus previously, but now it's Cordylus, and let's stick to that. There's a question if you will be able to place the wash plants freely in the Gold Mining Simulator 2. And we hear you guys. We hear you. We know you want to adjust the placement of the wash plants. And yes, we are working on this. We might even be able to incorporate that in the demo version so we can test out how it works. We plan to allow you to place the wash plants, set it up, dig a bit, and have some fun. So look out for the more informations of the Gold Mining Simulator 2 demo soon.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to play them. I mean, honestly, it's been years and years and years. It's been, I think that's been the hardest thing for me, is being with Code Horizon now as just a fan of the game and a content creator. I mean, if it wasn't for Code Horizon, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I mean, the team was so gracious and stuff like that to give me a chance to show off the game and play it for everybody. And it's crazy that I'm still able to do it all these years later for me. And I really do appreciate you guys giving me the chance to showcase these things to the viewers and the fans.
Thank you. It's really supportive for us to hear that. We came into a really, angry community, as I mentioned earlier, as a new team. There was a lot of hate, but well deserved, because the game there wasn't many updates throughout the years. But now we just try to bring back to life the gold mining, give you guys all the things you always wanted, and let's hope you will enjoy the Gold Mining Simulator DLC that will come in a few days.
I mean, I can tell you one thing is I was very skeptical of it. I was very skeptical because it's been so many years. But as I've been playing it now this last week and some change, and playing with it, it just feels like good old classic GMS. It really does. It's all the things that a lot of the things that we wanted as players. Could you imagine if we could hook up 2 wash plants at the same time? Can you imagine if we could do this? A lot of those things are in here, guys. It really is. And it's not a very high price point either. So definitely, I think it's worth it. Normally I wouldn't, you guys know I'm pretty honest when it comes to whether or not you should pick things up and stuff like that as far as DLCs. If you're a fan of this game, you need this. It's the end game you've wanted. I'll just put it that way. It's the end game you wanted. Pick this mat up.
And that's exactly what we were aiming for, guys. Remember that we are the new guys. We are the new team. It's the game that we took over, so we treat it as something new with potential to make even better. So we always read all the suggestions you guys write in the Discord channel and in the comments. We discuss with the in-house member, discuss with you about what you would like to add to the game. And there was a lot of comments about, bigger parcel, bigger machines, all, I don't know what was there else that we incorporated. Yeah, definitely about the conveyor belt with containers. So here's the answer. You guys tell us your wishes, and we will try to make them come true. And we can't do everything, like I said, with the multiplayer, but if there is something we can't do in the Gold Mining Simulator 1, we will definitely try to incorporate that in the sequel. So don't worry.
This is a production copy of the game right now. I'm on early build, so there'll be some little blemishes and things like that, Jordan. Answer that question.
Yeah, still fixing a few things before the release, but it's mostly functional. There shouldn't be any bugs on the release day.
Even if there is, just make sure you guys report them. You know what I mean? And
yeah, if there is something, we definitely will be working and checking everything live. So if you guys find something, tell us. We will just try to fix it as soon as possible. You know, we are humans. Mistakes sometimes happen, but we just want to make the gameplay as smooth as bugless as possible for you. Just let us know. We are humans. We do mistakes, but we will try to fix them as soon as possible.
I know one thing that I can't put my shiny. I can't put it inside. It won't let me.
What happened? You can't put the wavetable inside?
No, I can't put the wavetable inside. It just says no. No, not on flat ground. Then I thought, I was like, well, maybe it shouldn't go inside because it would just spill water everywhere, and maybe that was the reason why. I was like, I'll just have to put my little friend outside, and you can sit out there.
You should definitely be able to. Can you try it now, maybe?
We'll see.
I'm really curious.
It's going to do what all video games do when we're doing developer Q&As. It didn't work before the stream, and then when it's going to work, or vice versa. It always does that.
Let the dev handle it, you know.
Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it just kept telling me it was like not on a flat surface or something. Try to plug it in. Okay, please don't just do the normal thing. Okay, phew. Object must be on a flat surface is what I get. So I had to put my friend outside.
Okay. Noted. We'll just go and fix that yesterday before the release.
Yeah, like I said, you guys will notice discrepancies between my video that just came out before this live stream and then now. Like, you can actually put the green mats on the side. I'll be coming up with a whole new breakdown. I think everybody else is going to be putting out their videos and stuff like that tomorrow. I'll be live streaming this tomorrow as well too. Just kind of chatting with you guys and stuff like that about it. Like I said, normally my dev Q&As, I just like to have the devs just read your guys' chat. My platform is theirs. Like I said, if it wasn't for these developers that let me do what I do and just be me, you know, just give it to them. Let these guys answer all your questions. Let them give them, let you guys chat with them. You know, so because it's different just typing to somebody in Discord and stuff like that, but actually hearing their voice, stuff like that. So hopefully many more years to come. I mean, get into the decade, that'll be so crazy. A decade, 10 years of digging gold on YouTube and stuff. That's weird to me. So,
and there's even more years to come, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
My
wife looked at me and she goes, the GMS devs just posted something. I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you're going to be digging holes for years. To work.
There will be multiplayer. You can even engage your wife in the mining. You can mine together in your free time.
Want another Boston game? Well, come on, man. Damn, dude, you trying to get me in trouble over here? She's gonna be telling me to mine faster, dig more dirt, and
you're right. Let's keep it to single player. Sometimes it's even worth it.
I'll just be missing all my gold randomly, and like. Okay, let's see here. So I did turn this on. So kind of check this out. As long as you guys want to go for it. Like I said, it's really late. It's just podcast, chill, and chat. Many questions you guys want? All you guys. So I'm just cleaning out gold, chatting. I'm sure there's a bunch more people in here wanting to do some stuff. Casper's really quiet. He's probably playing League of Legends.
He's waiting for the more technical questions. I told him that if there will be something technical, I will need his support.
We're just dirt nerds. Most of us are like, does bucket go into dump truck? Cool. Does the value add up? Yes. Is there one sneaky thing that you want to tell us about this that may not be known?
About the whole DLC?
No, I mean about like, is there any object in the game that maybe like have a hidden feature or something that was never in the
Yeah.
game before? Maybe you guys want to say that. I mean, maybe chat. If we can get some dirt nerd spam in the chat real quick here, and maybe they'll leak it. Well, you know.
Oh, you know, they will definitely find something in the machine shop, but I think we can just fly there at the end of the stream. Maybe show someone who's requesting to show the prices maybe of the machines. We can make a little tour and show them how the machine shop evolved.
I think I can. Yeah, let's get this. I need to get a bucket. I can't believe I forgot a bucket. Like, it just cannot believe.
Good thing there's the tablet in the cabin.
Yep, that is the nicest thing there.
I will just go back to some of the questions because there is a ton of them, and I would love to answer every answer. I know I would like to answer every question there is.
Absolutely.
So let's just get back to the question about gold mining too. Will there be tailings in the game for more realistic gameplay? No, guys, about the tailings, we are still figuring out the mechanism and the design. We would like to get all the basic things that were in the gold mining simulator 1 in the sequel before extending the gameplay. So right now we are focusing on the wash plants, digging, multiplayer, and all the other fancy stuff there is. But about the tailings, we'll leave them for later. There is the option right now to put your dirt outside of the parcel, so we can just pile the dirt on the landscape. That's the one thing that we added right now and we are testing. So the less so the dirt with the less gold inside, you can just put it aside for later and just get the meaty, full of gold pay dirt straight into the wash plant, get the money, and get back to the dirt you didn't want to put through the wash plant earlier. That would be the option right now. Let's just go for the another question.
Oh man, before you get that question, that was absolutely insane. Those mats were only like 10% full, and I only pulled like 5 of them. It was 20 ounces. I don't even know what I'm digging in over there. I haven't drilled. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna dig. That's just surface dirt. That's awesome. That's cool. That's gonna be fun seeing some big cleanups like that. I even forgot a mat.
Oh, as a curiosity, we can even tell the people that in the early design of the Orange Beast, there was like 80 mats. There were the normal mosses. There was 80 of them in the Orange Beast, but it was pretty exhausting to change them every half an hour, and there was just a ton of them. So we thought about adding the XL mosses. They can just contain more gold inside, and you have to swap them out less often. So
yeah, that was
a
one of
little
my
quality
biggest
of life.
things.
Little quality of life update. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from playing this thing a while ago and playing with those 80 mats, I dreaded cleanouts. And you guys, I'm one of the fastest people that can clean out a wash plant in the game. And when I saw that thing, I looked at Matthew. I told Matthew, I was like, no. I was like, this is not fun. I don't know if I like this anymore. I like the game, but I don't know. 80 mats is a lot. Like when you looked at it and you just all the grates you needed in the mats, it was like the devs were mad at us or something. I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. But I'm super excited that you guys changed that. It was definitely needed, and you guys did honestly a great job with it.
Thank you again. There was some question about the gold distribution. Maybe we can tease them a little bit. We will tease you, and we can order a few drills, to check out how it will show up on the gold map.
Oh, do you want me to code? You want me just to code it in? I'll have to hide my screen real quick here. Yeah, I can do that. 2 seconds.
You can.
Yeah, I can just go
Okay.
buy it and pull it in. Yeah. Or I can. I don't think I'm set up for that right yet, but
You can just go to the bank and order the 20 drills. Let's see what you
oh,
get.
the 20 drills. Yeah. Let's do that. I got enough
Yeah,
for that.
we can see how the distribution works.
Bring that
Maybe
one
it will
in.
tell us something. And in the meantime, there was somebody. There's a lot of people asking about the mini machines for consoles. They are already announced, and they will be coming in the December. So you can just look out for the notifications on our social media and on the Discord. The machines are already being polished on the consoles, and there is a ton of optimization following that update. So don't worry, the game will be crushing less.
Oh,
The
you did.
machines are
You did change
improved,
this.
and yeah, we did some changes, and we also improved the mini machines on the PC. There will be a release probably tomorrow, updating the DLC 2. We would like to fix it a bit more before releasing the DLC 3. So they should just run smoother. Casper was working hard to fix them, and they should just work better and drive better.
Should.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Okay.
I clicked on 186. It says 19,000 ounces.
Just note that the drill was here for 30 meters deep, and so there's a ton of digging
Yeah,
to get to the bedrock.
that's pretty deep. I mean, it looks like from what I've seen, it seems like it's going to be, even with the 1400, the new excavator, it seems like it's rough. You're going to have to go down probably 4 stages, roughly 4 or 5 stages to hit the
you'll
bottom.
have to do a lot of layers.
Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, this is end tier. So by the time you're already here, this is just, like I said, the end game fun. This is just like the dream of just digging to dig, because you already have millions of dollars anyways. So that's crazy. I mean, how many variations to this claim do you have as far as the dirt layouts, if you guys are willing to say?
Infinite.
Just infinite, just random.
Every distribution is totally random. There is one pattern that
it's one seed, but every reset from the start of the game will be the same as the last. It's stable, but it's always random for the next reset.
So there is, from what I'm seeing here, it seems like even these gray squares are 800 ounces. I mean, they're like half of what Old Arnold is, even in the gray dirt. So you're going to have a lot of simulation of digging and placer mining on this. Some people don't even care if there's gold in it. They just want to simulate the mine. And this is big enough for you guys to do that now. Even if you just want to run rock trucks, you can make your little quarry and really kind of do that. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's screenshots and things like that. Honestly, like, because it's big enough now, we can actually do those cool little things on the game and have things to do. Like this is not gonna, if you go back to the old equipment, you're running the 400 excavator and you're building a mine, you're gonna be in here for a long time. Like a long time. That's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I know that's what my next playthrough is gonna be. I'm gonna be in here playing on Waterfall Valley here.
It's really a shame that I don't have a screenshot. Once I was having some fun actually just digging with the huge excavator. It's pretty accurate when it comes to making holes and cutting through the ground, as you can see. I managed to make a deep pot on both sides and have like a bridge of the dirt between the pits, and I was like driving on a cliff, through this bridge of the dirt.
I'll see if I can give him an idea. It's deep. It's really deep. Gotta look through the wall there for a second with the bucket. Yeah, it's deep down there. It's not. I mean, even this far out away from the wall over there, where it curves down to the bedrock, is still relatively deep. So you're gonna need to build a little ramp if you're running rock trucks and things like that in here. Also, too, you're probably gonna need to set Portalus in like a little bit of a pit, so you can maybe dump a rock truck into it, depending on what your playstyle is. Like, it's gonna be fun to see the different ways people play with all the new stuff and all the old DLCs and things like that. Like, I like to mix match stuff to make the playstyle feel a little bit different. So maybe I might not play with Cordless. I might play with the rock trucks, and Cordless is the feeder, or vice versa. You know, so it's gonna be fun to see everybody joining Discord, and make sure you guys join Discord. Make sure you guys, when you guys pick this up, join Discord. Join in. Make sure you guys throw your screenshots in the screenshots folder. Let us see how your guys' cuts are going, so that way we can see what you guys are doing. And also too, I want to give a shout out to, I've seen a few of their names in here. Some of the other content creators. We have Rasher, Indy, and a couple the other guys in as well. Thank you guys very much for stopping on in, and make sure you guys go check them out on Twitch and on YouTube as well. Make sure you guys smash the like button, hit that subscribe, all those good things. Make sure you guys support your GMS content creators. If you see Matthew in the chat, make sure you poke him. Yep. A lot of really nice questions in here. I'm glad. Thank you guys very much for keeping them nice and short, so the devs can get through them.
Yeah, I was just looking through some of the harder questions. There are a lot of people from the console platform, and there are questions about our plans, why the consoles were left behind, and what is the size of the team. So just to answer you guys, when we took over, the team was really small. There was like 2 devs working on the game. It was enough of the bug fixing and preparing some content and running the seasons for them. So there was almost no one working on the consoles. We had to do the rebranding, so we did the update on the consoles, but we are primarily PC devs. We had some issues, and we had to learn how to even operate on the consoles. I'll be honest. Now we are just looking for a specialist that know how to optimize the consoles well and how to fix all the glitches that came up. And through the next months, we will be fixing everything that we didn't manage to fix ourselves. So don't worry, guys. All the optimization and the mining machines, the seasons will be coming back to consoles, and we will try, after releasing the DLC 3, we are going with the focus back to the consoles. We will definitely do the optimization, we'll work on the bugs, and we'll try to keep it on par with the PC version. As I mentioned earlier, because maybe not everyone was there, we might not be able to bring the whole DLC 3 to the consoles because of the size of the parcel of this map. It's huge. But we will notify you about our plans and changes on the Discord and other channels. So definitely take a look there.
It's pretty much, from what I've noticed, to kind of summarize it, it's almost like it's the rendering thing, right? So the claim is so big, half of it won't even load when you're standing there, so you'll just see a void. And you kind of get a glimpse of that sometimes on PC, but on console they're very limited. And a little bit of history, I guess I would like to debunk a myth here, is that a lot of the old team, when the old team back in the day when they were doing console, they actually didn't port it themselves. It was a whole other development team. And there was a lot of things that happened in the history of the game and stuff like that. We don't need to go into those things. But I noticed a lot of people in the forums take a lot of anger out on you guys, the new team, that had nothing to do with any of those things. No decisions. You guys just came in, and I like to call it the cleanup crew, right? Like, you guys came in, cleaned up, and you have not only old problems, but now problems that are out of your hands. You're trying to, I can only, like I said earlier, I can only imagine. But the console, so what you just said is that you're actually looking for an in-house port specialist, or are you guys going to be porting the game, or are you going to have somebody outsource port it again?
No, we have a specialist with lots of experience that will just come in-house, come to our studio, and we'll be fixing together all the stuff that we couldn't
Awesome.
fix ourselves. So
Awesome.
he has a lot of knowledge about the optimization and stuff. So we will bringing the old version of the consoles up, and there may be some attempt at the new gen consoles, but first we just want to make everything straight, make everything working great on the consoles, bring all the stuff that is on PC, then we'll make further announcements and decisions.
So what that means, guys, is that they don't have to build the game first. Well, they always have to build the game, but when they go to port it, they're not gonna have to wait for someone to do it for years. And then when they get it back, if they're bugs, they're gonna have to repeat that process over and over and over and over again. And that's kind of what happened with the old console version. Is there was a version, then things happened, and we all know that story. And so this should be a faster turnaround for you guys to get those updates out, correct? Like, they shouldn't be, 8, 9, 10 months. It should be relatively quicker. And I think that's a big worry that a lot of the console players have, is that, well, we just never got an update for what, 2 or 3 years. So hopefully, like, yeah, I know that's probably very refreshing to hear.
Yeah, that's the issue, that we have to have 2 separate teams, 2 separate developers that run consoles on the Unity and run PC on the Unity. We learned our lessons with the Unreal Engine 5. It's quite easier to port the games, and we already incorporate the gold mining, the gold mining tool on the consoles. All the designs, the path support, the optimization and stuff. We already, from the early development, think about the consoles. So it will be easier to keep the consoles and PC on par in the sequel than it is now. Because the game was ported. The game was made for PC, and it was then ported somehow to the consoles.
Yeah, I know that's probably, like I said, that's very refreshing to hear. I mean, that's been the biggest... That's been the biggest thing that I think I've seen for years. And I remember going back, and this is like 5 years plus, and the console players going, we just want console, or console's never coming now. And then, well, nope, console's here. I mean, I know I couldn't say anything until it was like a week before the consoles dropped. And then, I mean, I feel that there was a very limited amount. I think it was okay. I think it could have had, obviously there's some issues. Like one issue that I had on the PS5 was in vehicle camera, it worked just fine. There was like no shuddering or anything. But then when you get out of the equipment and you move and you tried to turn your stick, it was like a little bit of a chop, right? As far as performance goes, that was about the only thing that I really saw that really bothered the PS5 on performance mode. And other than the handful of bugs that were, like the one person was asking me about the, are you guys gonna be addressing the drill maps? Because that was one of the biggest pains, was you drill your map in the leaderboards, but then it just says there's nothing. Like, so all the console players were literally just digging blind and hoping for good gold on the leaderboards, right? So, I mean, all those changes coming in and stuff like that, like, it's console players, it's coming, dudes. Trust me, it's coming. Like Michael's saying, stuff like that, it is coming. It's just, there's a priority list, and these guys need to have time to work. And GMS2, like you're saying, there's multiple people within your guys' group that are working on different projects. You guys also have another game as well too, right? That you guys are working on as well.
You mean the Sword and Shield Simulator?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a side team that is developing that. So it is no one from the gold mining crew. when we took over, there was another team, and our CEO just brought into the Code Horizon totally different game that is being developed. We do some, cooperation, but it's developed, on the side. Every project is developed differently.
Yeah,
We
you
have
need a little
different
help
teams.
here, need a little help there.
Yeah, exactly. We're sharing the knowledge, and we are trying to make both games better. And
Well, another thing too is when you see devs, game dev and game dev companies, when you're building other things, sometimes that can give you inspiration for a completely different game that you guys are working on. You could be like, well, that actually would fit really good in this game for gameplay mechanic, and this might work vice versa over here, and you guys can swap different things. And so it's sometimes that can be very helpful when you've done it well. I know Code Horizon's done that pretty good in multiple games and stuff like that. So I know that was one concern people had mentioned in the comments on one of my videos is, are they spread too thin? I don't think so. For me, honestly, as a fan, I'm not trying to, sugarcoat anything. By the way, this is not a paid sponsorship thing or anything like that. This is just, I wanted to, after all these years, we've been waiting for a long time, boys. We know, you know what I mean? Like, we've been waiting for a long time. It's been a long time. Like, so yeah, it's great. I'm still in shock that it's here. You know what I mean? We're days away from getting everybody playing it, and it's just surreal to actually be playing with Orange Beast on stream with the devs after, a better part of 5 years. Right? So this is pretty much the stuff I've been holding back from my fans for many years that I just couldn't say anything. And now that it's here, what do you guys think, chat? Do you guys is this what you guys were looking for? Like, be honest, is this what you guys were looking for? Spam the mode, spam whatever you guys got. You know what I mean? Is this what you guys were looking for out of the game? Because I know that I was looking for end game. That's what I was waiting for. I was looking for end game content that was going to bring me back to playing the game and start the process of playing the game again from either the beginning or even just a set claim.
yeah, let's wait for the reactions. I will definitely look through that. I just remembered one thing about the when we were talking to the console players about the difficulties of development, about the gold maps on the consoles. The code is 100% the same as in the PC, but it don't works. Sometimes it's like this. We code something the same it is on the PC, and it just doesn't work on console, and we just have to go deep into the hardware issues and stuff and figure out why it doesn't work.
Can't see the dirt, so the old trick of either I'll just, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. We all know those tricks. You can just tab out to another claim and jump back or save and load real quick, but we don't need to do that. We all know. We all know the dirt disappears from time to time. There'll only be about 500 people raging about it on the Steam forums and stuff like that. It's all right, though. We still love those guys, too. It's okay. They just show their enthusiasm aggressively. It's all right. we love everybody, man. Everyone's got their own game plan. Everyone's got it. And honestly, I'm just happy to see that the digging genre has more hope. There's a lot of new games coming out, and it's great to see Code Horizon coming out and putting out more stuff, as well as the hope of GMS2. I mean, I can't wait to see that trailer. Do you guys have an idea when you guys are dropping it? I'll dig for some info.
You can see most of the things we would like to add. There was even a question if switching to Unreal allow us to gives us more room for content, or are we focusing on the visuals? We are trying to not focus on the visuals as much as we could, because it would hurt the performance, but we are trying to give you everything we can, guys. Everything you wanted, everything we wanted to add, we will try to add that. There is a question about the worker system even. There will be NPCs, I can confirm that, but we are not so sure about the worker system. We are about to make a poll about that in the future. But the gold mining, the Gold Rush, the game, the gold mining simulator now, is all about you sitting in the excavator, digging in the ground, getting your hands dirty, and operating all the wash plants yourself. If you had an army of workers, you could lose that soul of the gold mining. You could just sit back on a chair and look how all the workers do the stuff for you. It would be more like some fabric, some automation simulator, rather than digging in the dirt looking for gold.
I would agree with you on that one. I think my biggest fear, and I'll be honest about it. I think my biggest fear with GMS2 would be that we lose this feel, right? We lose the feel of the original GMS. I hope that, through all these changes and stuff like that, that we still have the, the hoses, the cables, the wash plants, the way we hook them up, and we don't lose that feel. You know what I mean? So adding automation workers and things like that, that's the content of the game. And we were just talking about this before the stream, is the content of the game is digging, guys. So if you take that away, then what are you really doing? You're just watching the gameplay itself.
You go into the wild scouting for a good place to dig. You buy the parcel yourself, you buy the machines for yourself, and you use them. If you just automated everything, you would just be watching at someone's gameplay. You're not digging anymore.
Gold watching simulator.
You're just setting up a gold mining company, which may actually be a thing in the sequel. Setting your own companies with your friends on multiplayer, but I will just leave it as a teaser right now.
Can't give them too much. I mean, can't give them too much information.
Yeah, people will just get overexcited. Okay, let's just go with the. There's a question about the Dredge. We are thinking about adding Dredge to the gold mining simulator too. Yeah, Dredge is a pretty good thing. We'll try to incorporate that in the later development. If we don't manage to make a full Dredge for the rivers and the smaller water banks, we will think about the full DLC with Dredges, definitely. It's super cool, and so we have that in mind, definitely.
Well, you heard it. They're going to try for Dredges, dudes. That'll be a first in a mining game. A retail mining game, that'll be a first. That's awesome. I mean, it's the teaser was fantastic because it gave us an idea of what things are going to kind of look like, right? A little bit. And I mean, you guys, like we were talking to Bart, right? And he was saying you guys had millions of responses on those. And it just shows you the love and the passion for these mining games, right? Like, so yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's gonna be nuts, dudes. It's gonna be a whole new era of mining simulators. If I can turn this hopper back on. There we go. Turn that back on.
I was just thinking maybe you can do a little tour about through the parcel. Maybe there was someone noticing that there's a trampoline there.
Oh yeah, we can drive on over there.
Yeah, we can just show the beautiful views we are trying to achieve here. We even updated the trees and some graphics for you guys, but it's a shame, but they decreased the FPS count a lot, and we have to brought back the trees that you know from the basic game.
Yeah, we needed to cut some visuals to offer any performance.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. There were birds chirping everywhere. There were shadows on the trees and stuff, but you wouldn't be able to play without a NASA PC. So
yeah, I noticed. I did notice a little bit of that in the other version I had for recording, and then I came into this one today, and I was like, oh man. But then again, yeah, go ahead.
No shadows are bummer.
Yeah.
So I guess we know that the graphics are a little bit outdated. We wanted to upgrade them, but for the DLC we weren't able. We tweaked them a bit, so these parcels should be a little nicer. to dig and watch than the other ones. But we will tackle that again in the future once we optimize the game.
Heck yeah, we got a trampoline. I throw gold bars on these
Boing, boing, boing,
and watch
boing.
them yeet. Okay. I do have a bone to pick. That was one of my biggest pet peeves is that any gold bars under 20 ounces we used to be able to put on the hood of the truck and then open it and it would fling the bar into the back. So what we did was we put buckets in the back of the truck and we played gold pong with them. Can't do that anymore. the old days of the game.
Just wait till you get the chest with the gold bars. I'm not sure if you are
I had not
informed.
had a chance to see it. No.
Oh yeah.
I've been all over lately.
We actually modified a bit the blacksmith upgrade recently. People were requesting to smelt a few gold bars at one time.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
we allowed
Okay,
them. Yeah. Right now you can just smelt few bars, even 10 plus bars. If you have a lot of gold right now, you don't have to wait a lot of time and smelt them one by one.
Brasher says
upgrade.
Brasher says team leaderboard for GMS2.
Team leaderboard from GMS2. Yeah, the best performing mining company. Get your friends before the end of the season. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, and we definitely have it in mind. Not that we have a special place, updating every few minutes, saying which company is the best.
Do you guys have on the Discord? Do you guys have a GMS2 suggestions list or a forum?
Let me check that real quick. I think we only have the suggestions for the first part. We'll open the suggestion for the sequel after the demo drops. Definitely, we'll host some polls for players. We'll ask them a lot of questions about what they would like to add and change. Definitely. We will have to split into our Discord about the sequel and the Gold Mining Simulator 1.
Oh, so would you guys be just doing a whole new Discord, or because it can be?
No. We'll just split the current one into, I guess,
into two.
Exactly. Gosh, there's a lot of questions. I answer some of them, and there is always a bunch of new coming.
These guys have been flooding in, and I said I said an hour, but normally it's yeah. It's always up to these guys how late they want to stay up and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate your guys' time. So anything you guys want, that's it's up to you guys.
I get excited answering all the questions because there is a lot of suggestions from the players that we already have in mind. We also play the game. We want to make it better and run better and be better. And there's another example. Can we get a used machine dealer for the GMS2, I guess? We thought about that. We even thought about the scrapyard when you can collect parts, you can restore them and put your own custom-made wash plant. But there is one thing. We can add the features all this time and extend the development, but there comes a time when we have to say no, stop, and we'll have to release the game. We won't be able to add everything that we want, and I'm a bit excited and I'm a bit skeptical about the release of GMS2 because, guys, we will try to make the consoles. We will try to make the multiplayer. We are now developing the whole open world map where you can go anywhere. So those are pretty huge challenges. And we will try to first nail the base game when you can just dig with the new machines, new wash plants with your friends. And then we will just go further trying to add more stuff. But first thing first, we want to have a smoothly running game that is hosting good sessions. You don't get disconnected with your friends and stuff.
All the details that just make video games a hassle sometimes, but I mean, you guys have been hammering things out. A lot of those things are a lot easier on Unreal 5. I will say that from working with Unreal 5 a little bit myself as well, it is much better than Unity 2018.
Yeah.
I'm
another
looking forward to
question.
that.
Another question. I'm wondering if there's gonna be a way to upgrade a Chevy, like rims or tires or track color. Another thing, guys. Another thing. Damn, I can't spoil too much. I was about to spoil a bit too much, but there is a place when we thought that there would like a workshop, your own, garage or something. Like you could place your skins there and upgrade the pickup. It's still in a concept phase. Not sure it will make it to the end, but it's definitely in the designs.
Oh, well, I like Madre's question. Will Split be allowed to whom reveals GMS 2? Oh, I like that question.
I think like I'm 30, 40 questions behind that. So let me scroll to that. I will just get there. Guys. Where are we at? We had Xbox. We also never got the Christmas present on console. You mean the Halloween version? I'm not sure. I will have to investigate that. Someone told that they never got the Christmas present on console. Maybe it was about the skins. There is problem with skins on the console because adding any more textures, any more skins to the console right now is causing a bunch of new crashes. It just fills the memory. So we'll first figure out the optimization, then we'll think about all the rewards for the console players on the seasons. Will Gold Mining Simulator 2 multiplayer have servers? Yeah, we'll have to do servers because we plan to do the multiplayer also on consoles. And as Steam is pretty friendly for hosting sessions on multiplayer, we will have to tackle that on the PlayStation and Xbox too. It was pointless for the dog. It doesn't scare the bear off. Did you pat him enough and feed him to scare the dog, to scare the bear off? That's the question.
Did you feed him?
Yeah, you can feed the dog. You can pet him. It's the first thing you do after coming to the parcel. You have to pet the dog so it brings you luck when looking for gold and nuggets.
Also, just to notice as well, guys, make sure that you're a little higher up off the hopper when you go to drop this in.
I've gathered some questions from earlier about DLC. There was a question when somebody asked that if it's need sorry, I'm terrible talker. If you need a new game to start this DLC, it should work on the old saves. Yeah, and this is my answer.
Yeah, pretty short.
It should work.
It's plug and play. You can just load your save, go to the bank, buy the new waterfall wally, and go straight there. You don't have to start a new game. Not worry.
Yeah, I believe it worked on mine, but then again, I've been on like 15 different versions, so.
The water towers on the new parcel will need to be repaired. That's the answer for another question from much earlier. About loadings on the map, they are here to stay for some time. We will need to sit on them. And rework some things in the engine to allow us to load them up better.
It was the optimization thing from the previous devs. You know, it's hardly, it's really deeply incorporated in the engine and in the game. So
Yeah,
The world
changing that will
partitioning.
take.
execution was pretty meh.
The game was pretty much built like on a checkerboard, guys, and it was just, you know, splotched together, and then there had to be loading zones in between the worlds. So that's why they can't get rid of the loading zones. Just like they're saying, the engine. It's just the way that the old Unity engine used to do the worlds. I'm sure you guys are loving the new tech, right?
Yeah, but remember this game is already 7 years old, you know, so, and the engine, the newer versions of engines allow for better things, but we are stuck with the older version right now.
It's
We can't
actually older
such a
than
magic.
There was a question about changing the game engine. That could not be possible per se, but there is a plan in the future. We have no idea now when, but we will update engine to the newer versions. Then it should run more smooth and more stable. But actually there is no date when we will do this. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said earlier, we plan to publish the DLC, then do a bunch of optimization, and then we'll think if everything is working right. And I would like to go back to the question you read earlier, Casper. Will the water towers require repair? I'm not sure if we answered that. They won't need, if I'm correct. Yeah.
On
Yes,
this,
you need
yeah,
to repair them.
You just need to refill them. Yeah.
yeah, 100. They're
They are
150,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
My data is kind of outdated.
I mean, yeah. Oh, if
Designs changed, I guess.
now that's my bad. You have to first repair them so they are functional. Then you will have to refill them every time they get, you know, you empty the tank. That's the thing. Yeah, you will have to repair them first to work. I was thinking about the repair system, like there is in the machine that something can get broken down and you have to switch out the parts.
Gaslighting me again, I see.
Yeah, that would be strange for the water tower. Sorry, my bad.
I'll rally down on a few questions that I know there's no way. JD Marshall says, will there be a 288 excavator? A bagger 288 would be 3 times larger than this claim, so I would probably have to say no. As well as long hauler's question.
Giant machines.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
right.
giant machines.
Yep. I was just gonna say, yeah, going back to the giant machines. That's the only time I think I've seen it in a game working was giant machines, and a lot of people don't know that that's where a majority of GMS's foundation came from.
I'm sorry, was that a question? I got lost in the reading the comments.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say, let's see here. So yeah, Long Hauler was saying, does the new wash plant work on all the other plots? No, it's only the waterfall valley that you get with the DLC.
Yeah, it just it's too big. It's too big to fit comfortably on other parcels. We had to limit the wash plant here, but you can transform the Cordelus and the huge excavator to other plants and try them out.
What can break on the new wash plants and excavator? I honestly...
Oh, that's a good question.
It's a good one.
About the excavator, it's pretty similar to the big excavator, small excavator, so I won't go into the details. But for the orange beast, as in the shaker, they can be a hose failure. There can be the spring of the shaker failure, and if I'm not mistaken, there was one part with the engine or with the electronics, but I will leave that for you to find out, guys.
When it breaks down and you don't have the money to fix it and you start raging.
It shouldn't be that pricey, you know. We just try to keep the parts the same price as is for the other machines. Of course, you will find all the necessary parts and all the mosses in the parts shop in the town.
Yeah, just remember, guys.
Go there in a bit.
You will definitely need. Do not use the blue mats for Orange Beast. They do not fit. You have to use the new XL mats, the green ones. And as you guys can tell too as well, they have the. I mean, I've been putting a little bit of material in there, nothing too crazy as far as speed-wise goes. But as you can tell, the plant is... The original mats are still at 50%. Right, now if I was just digging and not running around, I mean, yeah, we would have filled the plant already, but... It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of running time, and I think this is one thing, like you said, these guys have been waiting for. Wash Plant Clean Out Simulator is no more, guys.
Oh, someone mentioned that they wouldn't mind hiring a worker that can wash mats, though. Right now, there is the default gold mining simulator worker system that if you hire a worker that operates on the sluice boxes, you can just assign them to the Orange Beast sluice boxes, and they will just swap out the mats when they get filled with the ones that you have on the holders. And this way you can just fill 2 sets of mats without getting out of the excavator. It's pretty helpful.
That's a really long runtime, by the way. Like that's quite a while. I mean, you're going to be, it's taking like the 30-minute gameplay loop and it's extending it a lot further, which is, I know a lot of players was their biggest gripe was that they had to constantly get out, change the mats. Even with a full running meta tier 5, tier 6, you had X amount of rock trucks that you had to put into it before you had to get out and change. A lot of us more advanced players, we realized, well, it's just not worth cleaning the ones that are in there. Clean the ones on the side, let them swap. There's so many different gameplay techniques you'll find from, like I said, all these other content creators. Like there's so many of them. Go out there, check them out, go hit their things, go subscribe. Everyone's teaching everybody. You'll see all the new content coming out like that tomorrow and into the future here. So there's going to be, and there's probably also going to be some little changes. You guys noticed in the video that I did, some of the map, some of the prices are a little off or here and there. So like I'll be making more content. I'll be playing tomorrow. So some of the things are still a little bit in limbo, early access copies and things like that. Right. So we'll get these, we'll get all these numbers. The community will get all the numbers nailed down. That's the fun part of the community. Get out there, find all these things, help each other, teach each other, and just get it going on. Right.
Exactly.
You guys wanted me to show them the store. So the equipment store, yeah. You have all the new miners moss just in the equipment. The bottom, you're looking at these grates right here. You need 16 of them. 16 of the green mats as well. And did you say you changed the price of the I have it on dollar mode.
Oh, you won't be able to see the prices on the $1 modes. That's unlucky.
I just change it. I don't even know what mode I'm on. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. So let's see here. It got more expensive, guys. So when in the video it says, as you guys know in the game, if you're not familiar with the game, during the season, prices get more expensive as you get into like the summer months. Things will get more expensive, and they'll also get cheaper as well towards the winter months. So you got to be very strategic on when you buy your equipment if you're trying to upgrade your heavy equipment or even your wash plants and things like that. The game has a lot of strategy to it that a lot of people don't really understand, and it can actually make them go broke on different difficulties like hard mode, things like that. So there, like I said, there's so many content creators out there that show amazing things on how to get through the game a little easier. Check them out, support them, because I can't say it enough. Get out there and support everybody. Like I said, it's a whole new dev team, guys. Let's change the attitude and the narrative on, you guys did us wrong in the past. It's not the same people, guys. Let's get over that. Let's move past it. This is a whole new thing, whole new guys, new game coming out. They're still working on this game. It's not abandoned. You know what I mean? So that's, I'm happy with it all, guys. I mean, it's been, you guys know I'm very, very critical on the games that I play and which ones I endorse as a fan. And this has always been one of them. You know, for seven years, I have 20,000 hours playing this game, over almost 4,000 hours of streamed content for you guys. It's been crazy. Like, it's been crazy over the last, 7 years. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully 7+ more. Let's go. Happy. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all these different digging games and see what kind of happens over the next 3 or 4 years. So the huge excavator is 300K at this time of the year. Portalus is 719,000. Ooh, it's expensive. And
I would actually have a suggestion. Would you mind, fast traveling to the town and showing the machines in the machine shop?
That's true, because they're cheaper. They're cheaper in town. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and the whole machine shop was a bit remodeled, so I wanted to show you guys where you can find them, so you don't get confused a bit of the changes that happened there.
I'd also like to give a shout out to Vileborg really quick, one of the legendary players of the game. I mean, it's good to see you, man. Hopefully everything in life is going well for you. We have a lot of really good legendary players that have been around for a really long time. Thank you guys very much for being a part of the communities, as well as playing the game for so long and supporting it. You guys are absolutely fantastic, man.
Exactly. We did a little Hall of Fame, in the most visited place to celebrate all your achievements, guys. Gold mining, it's a ton of work. Even in the game, it takes a huge amount of effort and work to dig all the crazy numbers you guys sometimes pull out, and we are pretty impressed by your achievements. So we definitely have to celebrate that.
Let's see here. So we have the old Frankenstein area, which is nice. I like the remodel here in this area. Yeah, the Orange Beast area is right next to the little mini mining DLC as well. And as you come back in here, you'll see that the this is all opened up now. Yeah, I have to ask, what's up with the plushies? What idea was that?
Oh, that's one of the Casper
It's
Easter eggs.
mine.
It's yours. Okay. I was like, where are these little plushy octopus things? What is going on here? They got their own fire too. Is that the other
They
one?
are chilling.
It's cold out here. The mini stuff looks good here. So yeah, we're sitting. Is it not the same price? Cheaper. Now I don't know. I don't have a tablet nearby.
I think it was like this in the tablet. I was checking it out before stream.
I think it's a little bit cheaper. I think it's not a very big percentage, even if it is, right? I think it was 5% on the tablet versus not on the tablet, if I remember correctly, throughout the ages. $840,000 per sluice rung. Oh, you guys are going to be strategic about buying these things if you are poor. Like, I thought that was a typo at first. I was like, does that say it was like 700 something thousand when I was looking at it. I was like, does that say 700,000? I need 2 of them? That's awesome. That gives that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to get these things. I mean,
Yeah, also remember that the price changes during all the seasons and days. So the base price should be 7.
it's about 700, yeah.
Yeah,
750K.
750. 750. Yeah, that was the base price, and now it's just elevated.
Yeah, and then the
inflated,
shakers
you know?
normally, and also too, it depends on the difficulty mode too, right? And we need 10 sluice rungs.
We just aimed at 4 million. 4 million for the DLC.
Yeah, Matthew just confirmed it's the same price as the tablet, but it's extra 4 to 5% when you order them. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I couldn't quite remember the exact percentage. Yeah, it's about 4 to 5% from the ordering from the tablet. So as a convenience charge, so to speak, right? So yeah, I mean, it's been. What else did you want me to show them over here?
Yeah, I
This
just
whole-
wanted to. Someone was asking if there was any changes in the town with the DLC, and I wanted to show them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can exit the machine store right now both ways. So.
Yeah, there's
not
exit
that
out
much,
here.
but we just changed the machine shop to fit everything. These machines are huge.
I must say the performance in town is much better.
Yeah, you can even see like 10, 20 per FPS increase in the town with the new patch that will drop. So,
Yeah, because I
a
know
bit of improvement there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's always going to be some things that here and there, right? But yeah, overall, it seems like I know a lot of people are worried. You know, did RTX ever get fixed, or did we see that a lot, right, in the comments? And I can say, yeah, I mean, the only time I ever noticed a drop in here, matter of fact, well, it's gone now. So was every time I looked this direction, I would drop down to like 20 frames per second. Now it's staying at 60. So.
Oh, the worst place was at the blacksmith when you were smelting gold. It's increased even there right now. We did a little bit of performance increase for the DLC. So with the new patch that will drop, you can run smoother in the city right now, guys.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people with lower end computers were having crashing issues because of the town and the blacksmith. So it's nice to see that got smoothed out a little bit. That high door, huh? The high textured door of doom. That's what we used to call it. Just don't look at the door when you're smelting. Just don't look at it.
Yeah, exactly. There should be an NPC in the gold mining simulator too, so don't worry, you will get a nice blacksmith.
I saw that the models and everything that you guys are using, all the upgrades. I think it's going to truly feel like a next gen game where I think when people saw that, I think that's what the excitement was, and is seeing all the new stuff and the quality of the engine upgrade and the visuals, and like you were saying earlier, is that's all the excitement. I think it is, and it's awesome to have. I don't think that you guys would put a trailer out if you can't even come close to that. It's like, I think a lot of people are like, well, it's probably just going to look the same as this that we have right now. No. It's no. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I can just confirm that we all the models, maybe all the machines that were used in the trailer are just machines taken out of the game. You know, those are real-time models from the game that we will use. Most of the things in the trailer. Just the map was a bit tweaked. It was a different map in the trailer, in the cinematic trailer, and the NPCs. The NPCs are even the same in the game. So the environment was quite boosted because it was still in the production, but we are aiming for the same looks and from the same, the same feeling, creating the map. And what you guys will see in the trailer, the full trailer that will come out soon. Well, the map that we are creating now is like 5 times bigger. It will be a huge map. There will be a lot of exploration. You will get many different parcels to choose from. I can just spoil a little bit with the content that is to come.
So, the size of this parcel's diggable area, how much larger would you say? Would this be considered like a small parcel on the new game?
Yeah, that would be just an average size parcel there.
This would be the hog pan of the new game then. Awesome.
Yeah, there will be even a few parcels next to each other, so you can dig with your friends. You know, when we are aiming for the multiplayer, we have to make some room for other players to dig with you, because you can just tackle a huge parcel or just dig the smaller ones one by one. You know,
All right, I'm
Yeah,
going to issue a challenge. This claim only with a shovel.
I was joking on one of the streams that if someone manages to shovel all the old Arnolds, you know, we'll just add a premium gold skin for the shovel for this guy to honor him.
They've been trying to get me to do that for 7 years, and I was like, you know what? No. Not happening. Now, if I had a giant shovel, maybe.
Giant shovel? Oh, there are a few or more questions there. Hey, are those leaderboard stats on the wall? Yeah, there are leaderboard stats on the wall. They are from the previous leaderboard that already ended. We put them to honor the winners. How do you get the water for the wash plant if you can't get the water tower? You can repair the water tower, but if you don't want to repair it because it's too pricey, you can just buy a bunch of huge hoses and connectors. Oh, you would take them on a tour. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a river. There is a river that has a ton of water, so we can just go there. It will require a bit more hoses, but it's free.
Yeah, over here where the tier 5 wash point at tier 5, 3 through 5 is, you'll see up here, there's a little area where you can get, if you're not able to get, you're able to get the claim, but you're not able to get the orange beast. At least if you can't afford it, you can grab water from up here where this little bridge is. And I like the water. You guys did a good job on that. That's good. Flowing the water coming down through the creek. Whoa, we're seeing some. Oh, don't look at the bush.
Oh, you're in the bushes.
Yeah, the bushes give you, when you look at the bush, sometimes they give you that little, like, the flicker of black.
Don't hurt the nature, please.
Yeah, we don't go near nature around here. That's where the bears live, and that's an early warning sign that the bear's going to come out and attack you. So you just don't go near the bushes.
Oh, and autosave, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Would it be possible to fix the steering of the mini excavator? It feels weird. Yeah, I just announced it earlier that the mini machines will be getting an update. We fixed the steering on every machine, so the whole DLC 2 should perform better right now.
It's so weird being on such a large claim on the game. Honestly, it really is.
Yeah, the scale was super strange. When we are just walking on the parcel without any machines, we were like, oh, it's not that big. But then when we spawned pickup on the middle of this parcel, it was like, it's tiny. It's like an ant, you know?
Well, earlier I went to go walk over to the other one. I was like, this is going to take me like 2 minutes. I'm going to get the truck. I don't want to walk all the way over there. It's going to take me forever.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that, but yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. I just saw one question that's popped up already the second time. Are we planning to add some big rocks and stuff into the game to cause some? I can see the exact question, but it was something like this. Yeah, are we planning to add some huge rocks and stuff to cause huge damage to the machines and big repairs? We thought about adding something like the rocks and some hard stuff in the ground. It would be hard to incorporate that in the Unity on this version with these digging grounds. The physics was going crazy, but it should be incorporated in the sequel. We are thinking about some obstacles for you, like clearing out the parcel, chopping down the trees, evening the ground, getting the first layer of the ground out, the overburden, and clearing some big rocks with the chains or with the big excavator. Yeah, that would be the thing. That would be the thing in the sequel.
Oop. Too high or too low. One thing I was wondering is can we get a little bit more of a scroll out on the bucket cam and stuff? on the cameras. It seems like they don't scroll out enough for this big piece of equipment, so it seems like we're really too close. Because the scale of the camera needs to be a little bit more on this guy.
I think we can extend the range. What do you think, Casper? Technically. Casper just wrote me.
Possible.
Yeah, Casper just wrote me that he was mentioning it from the start that we should extend the camera.
Because like this thing, like I was looking at it, I was like, I can't really even see the whole piece of equipment. And so that's the first thing that came to my mind when I jumped on to play with it. I was like, why can't I scroll out anymore? Well, but you know, that's when I was like, oh, this is so nice. I like to be able to scroll out.
You can see the bucket up close, you know.
I got to play with new toys, guys, and yeah.
It's to enjoy the details.
You can see all the flecks of paint on the bucket.
Yeah, look for the details. No, we have to add some really tiny markings in some skins that you can only read up close from this angle on this camera. Everyone in the development team will make their signature on the bucket. How about a new shovel that is double in size? Whoa, that's the first. That's the first time I heard about a bigger shovel. Someone really likes shoveling.
What about a bigger loader?
Bigger loader. Oh yeah, I also heard that suggestion. We will try to tackle that, but it would require to do everything from scratch, from modeling, adding new machines. It will be a challenge for us. We may try to. We will think about it later once we optimize the game. First thing first, polish the DLC, optimize the game. But yeah, we were thinking about that.
That's nice that you guys are still working on this as well as working on the thing, and you guys have some people in different areas and stuff like that. Because I know that this one thing in gaming that I think I would have to say that I dislike. Now, anytime something new is coming out, the old stuff is garbage, and I don't know. This game is a classic. I mean, it's a classic game, and it's great to see you guys bringing it back, and you know, bringing it for all the fans to continue to play. It's just, I don't know. It's just like I said, it's a bittersweet thing. Short and it's frank.
Just two fast answers. Will the non-DLC get the map? No, this map is only for the DLC. The DLC is the machines, Orange Beast, and the map here. Do we get bigger front-end loader in GMS? Yeah, we're thinking about that. We can have two Orange Beast and Tier 5 at the same time on this parcel. And interesting question. Can we get a backpack system? It's a bit controversial. Gold mining simulator was always about dragging your stuff in the name, I forgot the name. Trailer. Yeah, in the trailer, plugging everything by hand. If you get a backpack system and inventory, it was just kill one of the major mechanics of the game.
I want to be the bad guy on this one. No, just kidding.
No, yeah,
no. It's as a fan and a player, guys. I feel like that would, for me personally, I feel like that would take away from the feel of what, like, it's different than every other game in that regard, and it makes time management very important. What you're doing, why you're doing it, and the things that you need, and keeping everything clean. And for me, I hope it doesn't come. I hope we don't have an inventory. I think our backpack is our pickup truck, right? And we use it for everything. We're always in it driving around, and for me, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't come. That's one of my wishes. I hope that it stays kind of the same in some regards, but improved in many other ways.
I'm just waiting for the reaction of the one developer from the other team of gold mining too. Crying in the corner. No, my 2 months of work just went into the trash.
No.
We started implementing the inventory. I gotta admit, but not a fully fledged inventory system when you can add items, more like a smart belt for the necessities. Like it is in the Gold Rush, Gold Rush the game. It was the eight accessories, like the screwdriver. You got the part analyzer. You got the mini shovel. They were bound to 1 to 8. Yeah. We could just put something like the handy stuff that you can just pack in your backpack or just have on your belt, but you wouldn't be able to just pack every part, every hose into your backpack. We try to keep
Okay.
it realistic.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you're trying to keep it realistic, but you're trying to make it to where, like, instead of having like a hot bar, we have a backpack hot bar, and we can move a couple things in and out of the hot bar slot, I guess was what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. You can just have some quick favorites. You can rearrange the items. You can have few showers and drop it to your friend because you were the one that was sent to resupply. You were sent out to the town to buy some things while the others were fixing the wash plant, and the third guy was digging another hole or getting rid of the overburden. The possibilities are limitless.
Portalist moved on me. How dare you?
Behold the remote controller.
Oh. I'm driving my Frankenstein. Uh-oh.
Which one?
Casper, what'd you do? It says I'm driving Frankenstein right now.
Wasn't it like... Oh, I think it's the mistranslation somewhere. You still have handbrake on.
It says I'm under
yeah,
Frankenstein.
it's the Cordulus, but you can't move the Cordulus where the conveyor belt is working.
Why the
You have to
belt's belt's off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to turn the belt off, and then you can adjust.
Gotcha. I was like, why aren't we turning here? I was confused by the Frankenstein thing. I was like, why does it say I'm in a Frankenstein right now? That's new.
Yeah, it's mistranslation. Mistranslation. We have to fix that. Yeah.
At least it doesn't say the other name.
Yeah, the Maximus.
Yeah.
Always in our hearts. Now you are packing the dirt straight into the shaker. It's better to put it straight into this the other side of this Maximus. I can. Oh, the chute. The chute. That was the name.
Oh, you mean the dispersal chute over here on the other side?
Yeah, exactly there. You lose less. You lose less dirt there.
So what you're saying is we get more dirt by loading it into the hopper area than we do dropping it on the shaker.
More like this. I meant it was designed this way. So you're making some shortcuts,
Yeah, we just gotta,
whatever
the dirt
works.
somewhere.
Whatever works for you. It just hurts my my heart, looking when someone uses my toy, not as it was intended, not as it was designed to work. But okay.
I guess we go up over the other way, right? They just turn it off here. Yeah.
Oh,
so
another question: will there be a bear attack in Gold Mining Simulator 2? There will be a lot of wildlife and a lot of bushes, a lot of trees and stuff. There will be open map. We were thinking about the bear attack, and we probably will incorporate that somehow. We still want to be PEGI free. We still want the game be available for parents playing with their kids and having some fun. so we can't do any hunting, any violence and stuff. But we will think about this, since the bear attacks were pretty common in your camp. Yeah.
I'm doing bad things to this thing right now, so
I was just thinking, what happened? What did she press?
I was in the camera mode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Your player
in the
locks
camera
it.
mode, yeah, exactly. In the camera mode, you guys, you can just see your player, so you might somehow get stuck on yourself. But
There we go.
most of the time, yeah, you have a pretty far range on the remote, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I didn't. I was thinking, I was like, what am I hitting? And I was like, oh, it's probably my character. There we go. Now we're moving. Well, if I'm running into it, other people are going to as well. So they still know how to fix it. You're saying to plug this thing over here. This side. My poor shaker just got obliterated. My poor shaker's dead. It needs to be fixed.
There are another questions. Will there be a dozer, bigger dozer, and bigger front-end loader to combat this claim? Yeah, this may call for some bigger equipment. We will check out how it performs. You will have still a week before the leaderboards, and there will be the first leaderboards with this new DLC. We will definitely be looking at the balance and how you guys are doing on these new claims. So be sure to just drop some screenshots, drop some content of you digging on this waterfall wally. We love to see that.
Oh, that's nice. So this is incorporated with the new leaderboards.
Yeah, exactly. We gave you guys like a week to figure out how the DLC works before the leaderboard starts.
So you're saying right about here, and I know you're a little delayed.
Yeah, she'll be there.
Right about there is where is kind of, this is how it's supposed to be kind of set up. You saying we? I guess you're leaking that. You will get a loss of gold if you don't drop it there.
Yeah, you may get a bit of loss. Yeah, you can try to run it and see for yourself.
Well, we'll let all the dirt nerds run their spreadsheets and stuff like that this week, because I know everyone's gonna be jumping in to figure out all the little odds and ends for the thing, which is great. And it's fun to see the community find those things out, like we were saying earlier.
And we'll definitely go through all the findings, guys. Definitely. Be sure to visit the Discord and drop anything you find there. Will we have multiple different wave tables or just one? For the Gold Mining Simulator 2, we are thinking about a bit more elaborate finishing room. We are thinking even about the possibilities of smelting the gold yourself, but it's still in the design phase. That would be fun. Yeah, you can, you could go to the blacksmith or to the I won't say who right now, but they can buy the gold from you for the higher price, but you can just, smelt it yourself with the appropriate equipment and sell it straight to the bank for the straight to the market, Backpack is the track, I agree, definitely, yeah. Can we get a tow bar for the ATV? That could come in handy, yeah. What a vert conveyor setup.
Yeah, it's having a little
if
bit
we
of
get a backpack, yeah, go on.
I was having a little bit of issues running the multiple portalises. Figured I would just use some Franks today. Use that as the stacker.
I would have to get really close for the remote to predict which Cordulus you want to move.
So pretty much you want to walk up to it but kind of stand not in a direction you're going to be driving it to make sure you don't attach to another cordless, I guess.
Yeah, the remote controller should just pick up the nearest Cordulus, to you and navigate it. Rusher just said that if you get a backpack, I want fishing.
Don't give him fishing. Ban him.
Little do you know, there is a... no, I won't say much. I won't say much. There might be something. There might be something right for you.
If we have to fish for stamina, Rasher's getting banned from my list. Just saying.
Don't worry. No. We don't want to make something crazy like the stamina and managing your health and hunger and the. No, we won't go for some crazy survival simulator. Let's keep it a bit real. Managing your rations would be kind, like managing your sleep, for example. That would be something. Like getting a bed, getting some proper sleep, getting a bit of a debuff because you're tired from working all night, for example. That would be a thing that's close to being realistic. But this is as far as we are aiming to go. How dare you use it wrong, Split? Matthew is laughing from your setup.
We're good now. We're good.
We're good, yeah. We are not losing any gold. Let's hope.
Don't worry, I'll get more cordlesses. Okay, I'll get more tomorrow.
In gold mining 2, we do have to clear the foliage of the claim before you dig. Yeah, we would love to add that. We would love to make you cut down the trees, clear the foliage, get all the overburden, and then proceed to the digging, to looking for gold. Yeah. Could we? Oh, I scrolled too much. Could we keep our cabins and equipment safe from the bears by placing porridge elsewhere on the map? I'm not sure. You're never safe. You always have to look behind you. It might be a bear, it might be a Cordulus.
Here, I have a question. Will we actually see the bears?
There is one bear, guys. There is one bear at the start of the game that you can already see. He was even making some noises. Actually, when we were porting, was on the consoles, Casper? The bear attack. I'm not sure if Casper is there. Still there? Maybe.
I'm here. I'm thinking what you just said.
Yeah, I
a
was
few
talking about
bears.
this. Yeah, there was this strange bug with bear on the consoles that he was roaring. Do the bear roar? Yeah, he was just making this really loud noise that was heard on the everywhere in the game. Anywhere you were in the centrum, you were in the centrum of the town, and you could hear the bear roaring like right into your ear. It was really creepy.
Yeah, I remember where that sound actually came from. I can't say it on stream. Some old OG GMS talk on that one. It may or may not have been a snoring community manager in my Discord one night during the leaderboards when we were trying to fix something.
Oh my god.
It was good times. It was like good memories, good times, and it's good. I can't wait for more of them. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's see.
I just can't wait until we get to this stage of production with Gold Mining 2. No. With all the funny sound stuff and adding all the Easter eggs. There's gonna be a ton of things, The ideas are limitless. any week there is some new cool idea that we could add to the game, and we'll try to bring the best to life.
Gonna go buy the game now. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to pick up the game. You guys watch me play other games, and you're like, well, you know, is this one worth it? Absolutely, absolutely. If you like digging holes, it don't matter what it is. Play whatever game. Play both. Play all the games. Like this game is still a very viable game to play, and there's countless amount of hours in digging these things up and in simulating placer mining. There's so many different things you can do as far as the mining goes. I mean, it's just because it's not a giant open world or anything like that on this version of the game, it's still worth it. You know, just playing with the wash plants and stuff like that. And one thing I always loved, and what always did really well on my channels, is just kind of hanging out and chatting and setting up the wash plants. And for some reason, people love watching you set wash plants up. You know, and like, we don't want to see you dig today. We just want to see you set up a wash plant and do all the cable management and things like that. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff in this game that this game has to offer, and like Michael was saying, the graphics, yeah, it's an old game. That's okay though. Doesn't mean it's not a classic. It doesn't mean it's not great. So it's a good value for the price. The DLCs are relatively cheap. You're not going to get into it for too much money, and you know, just kind of go through and take a look at it and see where the adventure takes you. Right, like the adventure between all the different claims and stuff like that on a normal difficulty, you're going to get your money's worth. You're going to at least get that $1 per hour to $3 per hour ratio out of the game if you actually give it a good, honest playthrough. So you're going to get your money's worth, definitely. You guys know I don't lead you astray. You definitely will get your money worth, even out of all these years later. If you've never seen the game or really seen somebody play it or watch me play, 'cause it's been a little while, you'll get your money's worth. Like I said, head on over to the Steam store. Who's picking up the DLC? Who here's picking up the new? Who here's picking this up? Who here's going to buy it and grab it? I was going to, but they gave it to me already, so I can't. So, no. How dare me?
I was about to raise a hand, but oh, no, the emos are
Me.
there. Me, I will buy.
Me, I'll buy it.
I will definitely buy it. You know, I want to have some fun with the hitch excavator. It's awesome.
I actually kind of want to go back to old Arnold with this thing and mine old Arnold with this excavator, because it's just, you know, it's so big, right? It's crazy.
I have even crazy idea. If you could get to the old Arnold, you could probably be able to dig in the Hogpan area, because it has a long range.
That's what I knew exactly where you were going with that, because the reach, you can just reach over the fence.
Yeah, you can reach over the fence and dig with the hitch excavator. You know, the Hogpan area in you know, new title of the video: how to dig the Hogpan area in 1 minute.
In one scoop.
One scoop.
It seems like we got a lot of people in the chat that have said they're getting it, or they're getting it on payday, or they're buying the full game. Awesome, guys.
Nice, awesome. Nice to hear that. Definitely remember to drop some review, drop some feedback, so you know, we can learn what you guys like, what you would like to get improved.
And
helps a lot.
And I'll add one on to that as well. I never tell people to go leave good reviews. I say go leave honest reviews. And if something here you've watched today or whatever changed your mind and you left a negative review, if you feel that it's better now or the new dev team's doing a great job, go change your review, guys, if they've earned it. You know what I mean? If you feel like they've earned it or they changed it, relook at, and this goes for all of your video games too. And because games can change, games can get better, you know, and they can get worse. But I think they've done a great job. I think you guys have done an outstanding job. You know, for me, it's the transparency is what it is to the fans. Because for many years we had nothing. It was just quiet, crickets, and I'd say that's the thing I'm liking the most out of the new team and out of pretty much the new Code Horizon, right? It's been good to see.
And when we are on this topic, guys, even when you do some positive and negative reviews, we always try to get to you and get some more feedback from you. So remember to check out the conversations on the Steam forums and stuff. because we want to know, we want to learn. So remember to add some more feedback, and we will always be here to hear you out, guys. Whatever you want to tell us.
Yeah, you don't need to start a Reddit sub forum going crazy or anything like that.
Yeah, we are on Steam, we are on our Discord, we are pretty active, so you can go there and chat directly with the developers. We try to give you that responsiveness. And there is another question about the dual joystick support. Guys, I would say again, if the previous dev didn't manage to add this one, it's probably of some hardware limitation, no, so of the engine limitations. We can try to tackle that, but I won't promise we will be able to add that to the God Mining one. We will definitely try to adjust the sequel for every crazy setup you can think of, like using the wheel, using the dual joystick, keyboard, double pads and stuff, whatever you like.
And it takes it. I mean, I'm digging slow right now, right? I'm digging slow. But even still, even if I was digging at my maximum speed, it's going to take a while to fill that plant. And we're holding back some of the information. That way we want you guys to find it. You know what I mean? We want you guys to run through. We want you guys to bring all the details out. How fast all these things work or how they're supposed to be doing. Michael leaked a little bit today. So, but yeah, that's the fun of the thing is get out there and play it, guys. Get out and pick it up. This comes out on the do you have a time that it's dropping on the 27th? Or
it should be something about 3 o'clock UTC time, something like that. There will be definitely an announcement tomorrow, probably about the hour and maybe some timer counting down. So definitely look on the Steam and look on the Discord announcements. And we are slowly getting late in the stream, so we'll be slowly closing. But there is 2 things I would like to add.
absolutely, yeah, we got these guys. We were like only an hour. You guys know how the Q&As go. Once we get chatting and hanging out, and everyone, it's like 2 hours. 3. Next time, guys, I promise, we do another one. We'll do it earlier, okay? So if you guys like this, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. Let the devs know. And we'll try our best to get you that early content that you guys like. That I do for you guys. So hit them up, let them know. And like I said, to answer that question, who knows? We'll see what happens with GMS2.
About the GMS2, there was a lot of people plotting and trying to figure out what was the train doing in this teaser. There was some crazy idea about, driving the train and stuff. This train is purely visual for now. It was meant to signalize that new, bigger machines are coming in parts into the shop, and that's it. It's part of the environment. It's just there to look nice. You won't be able to drive trains. We will just stick to the pickups, the machines, the tows, the trailers. You will be able to transport the equipment yourself this time, as you saw in the teaser. So
that's exciting.
Definitely, you could just load it on the trailer and go straight into the parcel. You won't have to pay for the transport. That's what I wanted to answer. And there was something else. Let me see. And yeah, we want to allow you to put the machines anywhere. So you can basically choose the best place to dig, choose where you want to set up your wash plants, go to the town, pack it up on the trailer, get some friends to help you drive it back to the parcel and set it up. That's
so
that's
that means we're gonna have other type of equipment to haul things with then.
yeah,
Huh.
exactly. You
You
could
guys-
saw already like 2 trailers in the mini teaser.
Oh, low boys. Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome. I know a lot of people were asking me on that that trailer review that I did. They were like, you know, is this? It's like, we don't know yet. More soon. Like when I asked you a couple months ago, I was like, so what can you really say? You were just like Unreal 5 and multiplayer. I was like, gotcha.
Yeah, after we drop the full trailer, we just have to hold another Q&A session. Really just lets you make some speculations, guys. But we will, drop another Q&A session so we can just clarify things. Because there is ton of content that we would like to add. Like, I can't say much. I would love to tell you everything, like...
As the months go on and the quarters go on, did you happen to say roughly when you guys are expected to be dropping the demo?
Oh yeah, the demo should be next year, in the next half of a year, 2025, the first half of the year, something around this.
So within the next the first quarter of this 2025?
More, it's safer to say the next half of the year. The first half of the year, yeah, because we have to battle the performance.
Yeah,
we are already testing the game, but the performance is really important for us. So we spent few good months bringing up the FPS account and making sure the games runs on the older machines. So.
Yeah, that's the thing, is getting as many machines in there, testing it as possible. Because you just never know. I mean, you can even have, one thing I've been telling people for years as being a tester is you can literally have the same identical computer and they'll both handle the game differently. One will crash, maybe the other one doesn't. And it's just a weird thing. And for a developer, I can only imagine for you guys, like, well, I'm crashing 24/7, and the other guy's not crashing, but they have the same identical computer specs. And it's like, what, right? You just want to pull your hair out.
It's something that happens on the consoles. So some people are like, oh yeah, it kind of works, and there are like others, no, it crashes, no, it works, no, this things works, no, this things doesn't work for me. The constant battle
Yeah.
all the time. There was even one setup, one hardware. I can't remember particularly which GPU was that, but our digging didn't work on this hardware. The whole digging system in the GMS2 didn't work, so we had to rework it. And there was a very important question: which time does the DLC 3 comes out? It comes out 3 p.m. Yeah, in the afternoon. No, not at night. It could be 15:00.
And they will have, keep in mind, guys, they'll also have some patches and stuff like that they have to do as the DLC will hit many more machines. I'm sure Casper's shuddering right now. Oh no, it's getting ready to go live. All those machines. Oh no. Just be patient, guys. Yeah. As always with every game, you know what I mean? Things can come up or things can go awry. But just be patient. But it's I'm playing one of the newest builds, right? So
let the community test it. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll break it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But don't forget to tell us about it.
Clean my mats at the end. I should clean my mats tomorrow. It's getting pretty late for these guys, so we're trying to wrap it up. We'll have I guess a few more questions here, and we'll get you guys to bed because you guys got a lot to do over the next few days. So we don't want to keep them too long here, guys. Can we get a big thank you for these guys coming in and doing a Q&A with us here today, and trying to answer as many questions as possible. Sorry if we missed any of your guys' questions. There was no priority system on the questions. There's just certain things that they can't answer, and so they gotta kind of skirt around some of the questions. It's nothing personal, guys. Keep that in mind. All these Q&As are just a chill, relaxed, hang out with the community and just chat. Yeah, thank you guys very much for coming out. Honestly, like it was. I know these guys have been waiting for a Q&A. I know they've been asking me for the better part of like 2 years. I know me and you, we've been talking about doing this for what, almost 6-7 months now. And it's like, well, let's just wait for more content and something else that's worth it, and things like that. So I'm honestly very, very thankful for your guys' time here today. Should get you guys, if you have any other questions you guys would like to read through, let them skim through, and then we'll get this wrapped up here, guys. And like I said, make sure you guys hit that was it the wish list? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, you can just add it to the wish list so you get notified when the DLC drops. That's the best way to get the info as soon as the DLC is released, so you can be the first to test it out. And thank you for the kind words. Thank you everyone for attending this Q&A. It was awesome talking with you guys. As you can see, we love to answer all the questions. We try to be as transparent with you as possible. So if you feel like your question was skipped here, you can always type it out on the Steam or in the Discord directly. We'll try. If not, the developers, our helpful in-house guys and mods will definitely get to you guys. So don't worry. We will try to answer everything. What is the rent percent like on this new claim? I
think you guys just changed it to 50%. I'm about to make a whole new video now.
Yeah, it should be about 50% on this parcel. Yeah, it's pretty high percent rent. But well, for the other things, you can just wait and have a little bit of surprise, when you buy the DLC.
Yep, it's worth it. You'll definitely make more than enough money from Nighthawk and Pine Valley and stuff like that to get here, guys. Most of you guys got a lot of surplus money hanging around anyways from your endeavors in the game. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Let's get you guys to sleep here because it's like really early in the morning for you guys. Once again, thank you guys very much, and thank you guys to the chat for being positive today. I know a lot of you guys had a lot of anger and stuff like that, and I just want to say thank you guys very much for being kind and thoughtful and keeping that stuff positive. Really do. It means a lot, because while we can get upset at these video games and we can easily just run over and start bashing on the devs, it's good that we sit back a little bit and go, okay, well, maybe they have hurdles that they have to jump over to. So let's be positive. We're looking forward, dudes. I mean, because there's a lot of cool stuff to see, and I'm looking forward to the trailer and getting that going. So everybody have a great day. I'll be playing this tomorrow. I'm sure all the other guys will be dropping their content too as well tomorrow also. So take a look out there. Like I said, go out there and support your content creators. We got Rasher, we got Indie, we got, let's see, Old Man Gaming, we got there's so many to name. Hybrid Still, there's so many of you guys out there making content. Everybody get out there and give them that support, give them the love, hit the like button, hit subscribe. You know what I mean? I know most of you guys are, but if you aren't, you should. Leave a comment in their videos. It helps them grow. It helps them out, as well as it helps people get informed about the video game. So make sure you guys keep the love out there, guys. And well, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, good night everyone. Thank you all.